I'm back here today. What could I talk about, man? I really don't know. Shit. I really don't know what to talk about because the thing with me is I don't want to just come on YouTube and just start talking about random bullshit, nor do I want to come on YouTube and just start making like 5-minute videos talking about how my day was or talking about what went on in my day, because although I used to do that back in the day, I really prioritize quality over quantity. And I don't want to post a video that's just that I don't like. I don't want to post a video that just is useless. I don't want to post a video that can't benefit you. So as to why I haven't been uploading is simply due to the fact that I just don't want to upload a shitty video. I have things to talk about. I have experience that I can share with y'all, but you know, I really just don't want to make a shitty video. That's all it really comes down to. Like I really try to give y'all the best content, informative content, content that can help, content that could answer any questions that you've had, content that you can maybe relate to, content that you could use to help you in your personal life. So yeah, I mean, in this video, I guess I'm just going off the dome. I don't know what's gonna come to my head yet, but I already pressed record, so let's see. What do I want to talk about today? I guess one thing that I could share with y'all that happened to me recently is just realizing, how do I word it? Realizing that there's something inside of you that's calling for you to give it attention. What I mean by that is, I'm gonna just speak for me, my perspective. I'm somebody who faced a lot of internal issues and internal traumas growing up. But it wasn't until recently where I really realized that those traumas that I tried to suppress in the past were slowly creeping back up again, right? So when I really realized this, when I realized like, oh shit, there's things in the past that still hurt me today that I never realized hurt me. There's things in the past that I suppressed. There's things in the past that I try to push down and shove away. When in reality, those problems just want to be brought to light. Those problems just need to be addressed. Those problems aren't supposed to be pushed down and suppressed, because although you may feel like it's something you can get over through time, and like people say, time is the best healer of all wounds, but when it's things like trauma or deeper rooted problems or you know, things of that nature, you really have to address those problems. Because one thing that I thought to myself was, all right, maybe you just be stoic, or whatever that word is, when you're just like acting like you don't give a fuck. Maybe if you just pretend like you don't care, or maybe if you just continue to act like it doesn't bother you, it'll eventually go away. But that only works for problems like that. Only works for shit like when you go out in public and somebody calls you a name, or when somebody calls you out your name, or when somebody I don't know, maybe steals $1, or maybe somebody pushes you, or maybe somebody crosses you over on the basketball court, maybe somebody cracks a joke at you. That only works for like little stuff like that. When you're being stoic, yeah, you can use stoicism, or excuse me, I really don't know what that word is. I have a hard time pronouncing words, but yeah, you can use that for those situations, but you can't use stoicism or whatever that word is for for stuff like internal issues, or like deep-rooted traumas, or life problems, or you just lost a job. You can't use it for those things, because those things they actually matter, and they're actually bigger. They're bigger problems than what it seems. So this whole time I was growing up, I was thinking, all right, well, maybe just continue to act like you don't care. Continue to act like it's no big deal. Continue to act like it just doesn't bother you. But I realized that doesn't really work for at least what I'm trying to fix in my life. It doesn't work for the problems that I'm facing in my life, because the problems that I've been facing in my life are things that I need to address, are things that I need to give attention, are things that I need to fix, because if I don't fix it, then that's going to hold me back. It's gonna stop me from growing as a person. It's gonna stop me from reaching the destination that I need to get to, right? So recently I realized, like, yo, address the problem. Stop hiding from it. Stop running away from it. Stop acting like it doesn't bother you, and just really try to figure out what's the root cause of it, and really try to figure out why it still bothers you today. And that's what I did. I really sat down with myself first, until I brought my problems over to somebody else, somebody that I could actually trust. This person I work with, this person's my coworker. I was like, you know what? I trust this person. I feel like I could tell her what I need to tell her. I feel like she can put me on game. I feel like she could guide me a little bit. I feel like she can give me advice. And that's exactly what I did. After trying to figure out the problem myself, I said, you know what? I might not have that perspective that I need. So I'm going to just bring my problem to somebody else, and to try to get their perspective and what they see. And they told me exactly what I needed to hear. And they told me, this person basically read me like a book. She read me like a book. She read exactly what I was going through. She gave me the solution. She gave me the advice. And yeah, basically what I'm trying to say to y'all is, whatever it is that you are facing on the inside, that you just know is holding you back, and that you know is still there, wandering, lurking inside of you, address it. Stop running from it. Stop trying to push it down or suppress it. Your spirit is trying to talk to you. And if your spirit is just not okay with what it's going through, you need to listen to your spirit. You need to follow through with what your spirit is trying to tell you, because your spirit knows more than the body. Your spirit knows more than the flesh, right? So that's all I really wanted to say. I've had problems that I never thought I still had. I had issues and traumas that I never thought I was still facing. And it turns out it's still here. It's still brought with me to this day. And it's something that I need to figure out and address and fix, because I can't continue to live like this, So that's all I wanted to say. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I could really add on to this story. Basically, it hit me. And let me give y'all some backstory, because I feel like this could tell a better story. When I realized this is what made me realize I had an issue with myself. This past week, I've been waking up every single morning at 3 o'clock. And I would wake up from these nightmares that I was having. And these nightmares they all had the same theme. It all had the same theme. It was just this nightmare of me running away from somebody or from a monster. And the dream would end the same exact way. I would be backed up, back against the wall, to a corner. The monster was approaching me. And as soon as the monster tried to attack, I wake up. And, me being this self-aware spiritual person, I knew that dreams had messages. I knew that dreams weren't by accident, and I knew that dreams were trying to tell you something. So I woke up, I'm like, yo, I'm having this same exact dream every single night. I'm running away. What am I running away from? I thought I figured out all my problems. I thought I solved all my problems. I thought I addressed all my problems, but I'm still running away. What am I running away from? Look at the time, and it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and I go on YouTube because I feel like I feel like there was a deeper meaning behind why I was waking up at the same exact time, and little did I know there was. I pressed on a video, and this guy was basically giving all the reasons why you could be why you could possibly be waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning. He listed a whole bunch of reasons, but the reason that really resonated with me was your spirit is trying to tell you something. It's trying to wake you up to tell you something, and to try to connect with you, and to try to let you know that your spirit guides are around, and that they're here, and they're watching, and that they're always guiding you on this journey. Those were the two reasons that really resonated with me. So when I took that information in, that's when the puzzle piece started to connect. That's when everything else started to fall in line. And that's when I realized that there was things in the past that I haven't yet faced. There was things in the past that I haven't yet addressed. And that's when I sat down with myself, and that's when I took my problems over to somebody that I could trust. So all in all, it's addressed. It's fixed. You know, I've come to senses with myself. I've come to terms with myself. And I've just been honest with myself. And I said, you know what? Yeah, this is something that still bothers me to this day. Yeah, this is something that still holds me back. And you know what? I need to fix it. I need to address it. I need to put as much effort as I can into trying to at least dissolve this problem that I had on the inside. So that's all I really got to say. I wanted to kind of share like a personal story with y'all. I hope that story you could use to fix whatever it is that you're facing inside of your life. And I hope you can use that story to just realize that we're all human. Nobody's perfect. And, you know, no matter how hard or how tough you want to seem, or how stoic you want to seem, or how unbothered you want to seem, at the end of the day, we all have issues. We all have problems that we face on the inside. And I don't advise you tuck those problems away. I don't advise you suppress those problems, because it's only going to bottle up, and you're only going to explode, and you're only going to lose yourself. And this is something else that I wanted to add on. Me personally, I never really had, I wouldn't say I never really had, but I could never really trust people with my problems. That's a better way of saying it, because I always used to say I never really had anybody. That's not true. I've had people, but I just don't trust people. That's my thing. So if you can find somebody you trust with, bro, there's no problem with telling that person your problems. There's no problem with letting people know that you're not okay. There's no problem with, you know, just how can I word it? Don't feel like you're too prideful, or don't feel like you're too good to talk to people. Don't feel like you're too good to talk about people, or don't feel like you're too good to talk about your problems with people. Don't feel like you're too good to talk about personal problems, or don't feel like you're too good to talk about just things with people. You know, don't feel like you're too good, or don't have too much pride, or don't be too much on your ego, or don't act like you're okay when you're not okay, and don't try to bottle things up to yourself and avoid telling other people, because you never know. That person that you want to tell your problems to, that person could help you out. That person could have maybe You know, the most, what I'm trying to say is the Most High could speak through that person, right? The most, or your spirit guide, your spirit guide could send a message through that person, or your ancestors could send a message through that person. So if you feel like you trust somebody with their problems, or if you have somebody you could tell your problems to, without a shadow of a doubt, tell your problems to that person. Let them know what is going on in your life. Let them know you're not okay, and that person could help you. That person could put you back on the right path. That person could tell you advice that you really need to hear. So this is something that I learned because I was too prideful. I was way too prideful. I had way too much of an ego. I didn't want to tell anybody my problems. I didn't want anybody to know that I wasn't okay. You know why? Because I wanted to seem like I had it all figured out. I wanted to seem like that I'm fine, that I'm cool, that I'm perfect, that there's nothing that goes wrong in my life, which is not the case. It's not true. So yeah, I really want to encourage y'all to address any problems that you may be facing on the inside. And I want to encourage y'all to talk to people that you can trust. Let me say that. If you trust somebody, if you know that person's not going to go behind your back and do anything, if you know that person's not going to tell anybody else your problems, if you know that person well, if you can trust that person, tell that person your problems. Let them know what you're going through. And you never know, that person can help you. So with all that being said, again, I hope you can use this video to help you. I hope that you can use this video to kind of relate to your life, and for you to kind of look at yourself and say, you know what, since Tomito said that he has problems on the inside that he hasn't faced, it made me realize that I have problems on the inside that I still haven't faced. So I hope you can relate to this video. I hope this video can help you. Let me think if there's anything else that I want to say before I leave. Nah, man, life's been good. I'm still trying to work on myself. I'm still trying to work on my energy. There's a lot of things that I still need to work on that I had no idea I even had to work on in the first place. So yeah, I'm on the road to becoming a better man. I'm on the road to becoming the man I want to be. And yeah, the mission ain't done. I haven't yet completed what I need to complete. My purpose has not been served yet. So with all that being said, I'll see y'all soon. Peace, love, positivity. I love y'all. Take care of yourself. Peace.